pretty solid throughout.
What a start.
Yeah, and Shaun is starts with an absolute cracker.
And he sort of has that ho-hum look on his face. Oh, boring. Well played, Shaun.
Can't go talk to me, boys. You can say talk to me, JC.
Look, a skip can turn a game. Even when a lead's playing well, a skip can change the outcome of a game. But I think everything is based on what happens up front, especially in this 2-ball format.
But last ball has just given Warren an opportunity to feel out that backhand. Needs a little help.
Yeah.
These two know each other well. Jason will always have a lot of confidence in what
Yeah.
what he's calling.
Yeah, you
They
picked
know
that
each
up.
other.
Yeah, they picked that up very quickly. That Jason listens very carefully.
Yeah, he's called it well and he's played it well.
Tina's going to be up and at it. Certainly playing with attacking weight. Is he going
That
to
hand, Alan, that hand. He needs help.
Lucky.
He's not getting it.
Oh my. I think at the moment,
1-2 Mr. Bowles.
I think at the moment Jason must think the world's on his shoulders. Nothing's going right.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, he has that sort of.
No, he's just got a smile on his face. Last ball that Thinus plays once again, he that kick on that forehand, Alan, that we've spoken about so much.
Yeah.
Another good solid start from Shaun Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's a case of people out there, if you're watching up, we see it and we call it and maybe we repeat it too often, but it's there. And I think we've heard from the players also how they find it. And we had the same last year. I honestly believe that when the green was, the speed was up in the first day when it wasn't raining, that hand at that extra speed, that 14.5, 15 seconds, I think it would bend through that straight.
Yes. Shaun's really stroking it with nice rhythm.
Yeah.
Al.
Very confident.
Oh, he likes it.
Very
His weight is superb.
Very confident.
Oh, what a great ball. Is that a good day so far?
Very good. That confidence just oozes out of him. And
He's on a fair track here,
Warren's
Alan.
going to have to match him bowl for bowl.
He's on a very good track here, Alan. His weight looks superb. Is he going to hold?
Oh, it's a great shot. Whether it's shot or not, it's still a great bowl. One shot to Jason at the moment. Tight. Yeah.
Hasn't got bad weight. Oh. No real damage. So you're going to get back.
Well, that's
he's
enough.
Good enough to make
Yeah.
a shot.
Yeah. Well done, Thinus.
You were so close last time. Any little splash of the black, you should score. One down.
Yeah. Yeah. On that end, you nip your line slightly, and it you pay for it. Thinus has got an opportunity. Draw within a few inches for another shot. He's got good weight, he's close. Got good weight. Just hasn't made it. Very good effort. One all after two.
We'll try it sooner than later.
Bit of a change up in length here, Alan.
Yeah, they did that in the semi-final also. They pulled the mat up. What's wrong doing? Sticking to that forehand.
Line's not bad. Fair start.
Yep.
Oh, he's nailed that line again, Alan.
He hasn't missed it very often going in that direction, has he?
Listen, the last time he missed that line, the Pope was an altar boy. Great response from Warren. Here comes the rain again. Just a bit over on the weight.
No, just the native bowler has just asked a question.
What amazing prawns. What prawns. Surprisingly, Thinus lost his first ball. I think it was more of a slip. Is he in for 3? Not quite.
Yeah, I think it just they only need a turn or two, don't they, mate?
Yeah, a couple of turns on any one of those 2 bowls could be good enough. Oh, he's close. Oh, he's just done that. Well done, Jason Evans. Called it, played it to perfection.
Go, bud. Keep running, Shaun. All the way. Hang around. Good. Well played.
Another good start from Shaun.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So, pass.
We'll try and find out for you, native bowler. Try and get back to you.
Just inquiring about the overall prize money.
And again. Wider. Need to run hard now. Okay, not too bad. Well done.
That's 2 down. One on your last. Or you just throw it inside there, Bob.
Yeah, Warren's eyeing the backhand. I think Thinus was quite willing to let Warren just add that extra weight on the forehand. He's decided to switch hands. Oh, he's staying. No, he's listened to the skip. That's always best. Got to be closer here.
Wait now.
Slips the ball. Slips the ball. He's definitely got second. Jason on his forehand seems to have pushed it out far enough. Weight looks pretty good. It's got to settle. Oh, that's very good. That's another
Great
top
shot.
shot. Tennis
He's
is
pointing.
close. Tennis is close.
Needs to get inside of that ball.
Just inches.
Wonderful effort.
Yeah.
I don't think you can play that one. One turn, we're down.
Good call, Shaun.
If you're in me here, it's close.
Just got to get inside Shaun's bowl.
Likes it.
Yeah, what a line, huh? What a line, yeah.
Same good line, buddy.
Very good line, mate.
Now, Thinus is on the forehand. He'll be looking at turning his own bowl over once or twice.
Got to get past
He's
the
a
front.
little tight.
Two shots to Jason and to Shaun Thomas. They go to 4-1 lead after 4 ends. Yeah, Philip Lancaster. Yeah, mate, that's a good question. I think they've been trying for some years now to get bowls recognised as an Olympic sport, and my own personal opinion is when you see some of the sports they have accepted into the Olympic blanket, you wonder why bowls is not there. But I know they're working at it, eh? So let's hope, certainly in my lifetime, that happens. Right, so pretty loose openers from both leads. Let's see who takes advantage of that when it comes to the Jason and to Thinus. Craig Remington, thanks Craig. Appreciate your comments. Jason slipped, dropped a couple of meters short. Let's see if Thinus can take advantage, playing his forehand. Looks like that's enough for a number. Very close. That's the shot. Well bowled, Thinus. Ended up about a foot short of the jack.
How far short's that, man?
Gets his weight right, and his jack level, he should still get another shot. Doesn't have to draw close. There's nothing within a... Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, 2 good bowls, Thinus. Jason and Shaun 4-3 up against Thinus and Warren.
So Alan, just to give our viewers some indication of the actual prize money, if I can just run it through with you. In the pairs, first prize is 90,000 Rand. And out of that, obviously, your air ticket needs to be paid. And then obviously the money that you collect at Potters.
Good weight.
The runner-up in the pairs receives 10,000 Rand. Alan, and then the singles, depending on the sets they've won, it's a minimum of 54,000 Rand and a maximum of 60,000 Rand.
Wow.
And the runner-up in the singles will receive a minimum of 42,000 Rand and a maximum of 50. Yes, and as I previously said, and then whatever they win at Potters. Then there's an additional 15,000 Rand available to the play of the tournament. And that obviously depends on points accumulated both in the pairs and the singles. Lots to play for, thanks to our wonderful sponsor and co-sponsor, Fairtree Investments and Aero Bowls.
Now, along the way, these players are picking up, depending on how many games they win, how many sets they win.
Exactly, Alan.
Is that all included in that prize money, or is it that over and above the prize money?
That's the
That's
most
a possibility.
they can accumulate.
Okay.
Yes, correct, Alan.
That's what's possible. At the moment, Shaun is lying a couple of shots. Jason doesn't want the jack. He doesn't want the jack. Oh, he's played a good one.
Message from Craig Remington.
Yeah, I saw
in
that.
Broad.
Yeah.
Hi, Craig, and I take this opportunity to thank you for everything that he did over many years when the PBA was up and running in Johannesburg. Great support of the PBA.
Yeah, Brad, you're right. It's a pleasure doing the commentary, and greens do look good. Well done to Durbanville. It's like a well-oiled machine.
Big ball here for Thinus, Alan. 3 down, possibly.
It's playing with a bit of feeling. Might get 1.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, 1 out. Cut it down to 2.
I'm 100% sure on the second L.
It doesn't look like it.
Might only be 1. Got a chance here, L, to sit the ball. Do a touch on the jack. Draw another one. Here comes the rain. I think he's pretty good, yeah. Well played.
Well played, Jason.
Jason Evans.
Two shots.
2 up.
2 shots to the boys from Morningside, so they take a lead 6-3 after, is it 4, Alan? 6.
6 ends.
6 ends.
Going to hold, might be slightly under.
Williams hit a good line here. How's the weight?
Good enough
for shot. Absolutely, Alan. Jason changing hands, Shaun's hand here. Just an added option of setting his bowl, drawing it clean. It's close. His weight looks good. Oh, he's played it well.
Foot. Huh?
One down. Shaun managed to get the shot. Weight's good, he's close.
No, he's drawn the shot.
Yeah, very good, Warren. Drew the shot, came around his short ball, very well played. Jason gives him a little thumbs up.
Jason will be most definitely be on his backhand here. He's got everything to play for. Sit Shaun's bowl, sit on the jack, peel off the yellow bowls. Lots of possibilities. Stalking it. Is he going to hold though?
Well played. Well played.
Maybe that's the first bit of luck he's had.
What was that?
Well, it wasn't luck, but I mean, the birdie of a different colour on his shoulder.
Yeah, you called it, and now you're saying it's luck, Jason. Johan, come on, mate.
All right, you got a great result. Let me rephrase
He
that.
played it well. And
Second
straight
shot.
through a bit.
Should reach him, ball, mate. Just reach him, cap.
Very positive call from Shaun. Just reach the last bowl. Duke make connection on that. You could bring in everything in.
Just a fraction wide.
Yeah.
Tina's having a good look at this. Possibly be on his forehand here, play with a bit of weight on the narrow side, hold to the bowl, splash on the jack.
Let's see what the man does.
Yeah.
We called it, John. It's going to hold.
I think he's
it's
under, Alan.
Under. Yeah.
That's the interesting
hand.
side of that hand.
That
You're
hand.
saying to yourself, just not wide.
Yeah, don't go wide. You keep it tight,
Just
and
need
then
to play it on a tight line to hold. Right, 7-3 after 7.
yeah, Mally Pat. We spoke about the Olympics just now, Johan, and why bowls is not in the Olympics. And I was saying that. When you look at some of the other sports that have made it to the Olympics, you wonder why bowls isn't given a chance. I don't want it to go into the last part of Mally's question, observation.
Yes, Alan, but there has been talk of late with the Olympics
I know.
going to Australia, and Australia being a bowls-rich nation, that there could be, reasons for them maybe to accept it.
Good opener again.
Good opener again.
Yeah.
Well done.
And have a look at that one. You can take this one from
You're setting me up
Elizabeth
here.
Cilliers. No. I'm only doing it for
Well.
one reason.
Elizabeth Cilliers. Ons geniet dit hier in Walvisbaai. Ons speel gereeld vir na Park Bowling Club.
That's the only reason I want you to say that.
Even I stumbled a little bit.
Great job. Ja, dankie Elizabeth.
Baie dankie.
Baie dankie.
Gaza.
Come, mate. Just trim it up.
He's played a great shot.
Give it a chance.
Shaun is going to need to add a foot of weight or so. See what he can come up with.
Seem to lean on that one a
I think
bit.
he's nipped his line. Oh, he's definitely
just
under.
keep running then.
Jason asking for the ball to pass.
Don't run hard.
Not wasted.
Okay,
Not at all.
good. Well done.
Roll again.
A lot of positive talk from Jason. Even on a slightly mediocre bowl, which is good to hear.
Always got to find something positive, eh?
Line again, Carl.
You have
you
to,
said
eh?
it,
You've got to find something positive.
I think Gaza's good here again.
No good being negative.
Yeah, he's going to finish well.
He's finished well. Yeah.
Yeah, Thinus is happy with that. Well, the boys in red is going to need to score at least 2 shots here. Give them a chance in the set. A little high five there between the two boys. Their hopes are still up. Their belief is up.
Yeah, I think for Thinus and Warren to have a chance, they almost have to hope that Jason doesn't play a good bowl. Importantly.
Good.
Oh, he likes that.
Yeah.
Good.
Takes away that 2 and more. Great shot from Jason. Striking.
Okay, good home.
Could be.
The bowl is good. The jack, hopefully you go with it, but you are this far behind, so it's something similar.
Marker just indicating it's 1.
A very clear call from Shaun,
Very clear.
leaving no doubt as what he
Jason is
expects.
liking this. I think he's played a hooker. Great shot from the champion. Thinus likes it. Needs a piece of the white.
Fell out. I don't know how much difference that makes.
Suppose one can no longer say the white. Should I say the jack?
Jack, yeah,
What colour would you call that, Alan?
blue. You pick what shade. For me, it's blue.
Yeah, then I'll leave it at that, yeah. Turquoisey blue? No?
It's got a setter, it might be in the ditch here.
Shaun might have overthrown that jack. Calling it to sit. No, he's
Yeah.
What about midnight blue? Maybe we should ask our viewers to give us their indication, their idea, comments as to what the colour of the jack is. And we've covered blue, so give us a shade of blue. Well, certainly by going to 11 ends, there's still hope.
Yeah, and the loss of that jack by Shaun won't be too serious in the context of the game.
Yeah, shouldn't be.
Not important.
As long as he can adjust, because he has been very consistent on that long length.
It might turn out, good exercise for what might come in the future.
Yep.
Play the sort of length, not their length. He's hit the line. Is he up?
Scotty D.
Fair tree blue.
Yeah,
Spot
well
on,
said,
mate.
no,
Well
100%,
said.
mate.
How much off?
Daniel Vaughan is probably correct or fairly accurate. Cobalt.
How much off my ball? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can actually go into the is it Drake's Pride? Is it Drake's Pride, Jack?
No, it's Taylor's.
Taylor's. Okay.
I believe it's a Taylor Jack.
Daniel, maybe Google it for us and you can see it on their page. Well, Warren. Unless you've done that already and you know it's cobalt blue.
The boys from Pretoria will say it's blowbill blue.
Oh, ball.
Blowbill blue. How about that one?
Did you watch
Last
last night? They got home by a whisker
I fell asleep early.
against Leinster. Penalty in the...
Mentally exhausted working with you, Al. I was in bed quite early.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is, once I left you, it was rejuvenated. I had another lease on life. Yeah, they came back with a kick in the last minute of the game to win it by 2.
That was against
Leinster,
Leinster, yeah.
yeah, top side.
Top side.
Stormers won and forced their way back into the top 8.
PBA lekker ding. So it seems like it's a cobalt blue from Barbara de Toy. Thanks, Barbara.
See what Jason can. Jason get past the front one. You never saw it like that.
Michelle, Ashburn has asked a question. How does pilots join the PBA, and is there a criteria for joining, Alan?
No, there isn't. I think it's open to all. I think if you go onto the website, you'll get a clear indication of how to go about it. I know that from what I can gather, there was a 250 Rand joining fee, which is nothing.
They've done
But I think they've done away with it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, it's actually very difficult to, with any definite sort of answer to give you how the PBA is going to move in the future. Just keep an eye open.
I think, if I may say, Alan, the sponsors are seeking to ensure that it's based more on seeding, on rating, in order to, improve every year on year on increasing the quality of the field, which is understandable.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk going on, Michelle, and I'm sure it'll be there sooner rather than later. We'll have a better idea of the makeup of the field, but But the one thing is for sure that the more you play in this event, so if you've taken part in all three of them, you get points, you accumulate points, and that makes it a lot easier for you to get into the competition.
As time goes on, in the past, Alan, I think you'll agree with me that a seeded player can invite a partner
Yeah,
of any sort of level.
yeah.
And that might just be something of the past. Where, as I say, all your top seeded players will get in and they'll fill up that top 64.
Nice and close, Bell. In the area.
I mean, ultimately, that's what we want. With respect, we want to see the best
Yeah, it's
at a high level.
yeah, it's a fine line, Johan, because I don't think they want to shut the door completely on people,
Yes.
any bowler being able to play it in this event.
I agree, but also remember there's the options. There's the option of people out there that can bowlers that can enter in these affiliated events.
Yeah.
If you do well there, you accumulate points, and that can get you into the top 64.
It's really a case of watch the space. There are going to be changes, and it's all going to be positive.
And the objective is to spread the affiliated events more aggressively across South Africa. So, in order for it to be well represented.
Fix it up, Matt.
I think the PBA of South Africa have already put themselves in a spot where they possibly the best run event on the blanket of the Professional Bowlers Association. Am I right in saying that, John? Arguably.
No, I don't want to sound bullish or in Afrikaans like we say windgat, but I think outside of the UK PBA, there's no doubt in my mind that the PBA of South Africa is probably, has grown to be the biggest and most successful branch in the world outside of the UK PBA, similar to maybe what Graham Smith has achieved with Betway outside of the Indian IPL. There's no doubt that the Betway South African tournament is
Well
massive, well run.
Well run, yeah.
Looks really good.
Really good, yeah. Thinus.
Foot.
Jason under a little bit of pressure, yeah. Did he stop?
Oh, just slightly over on the weight.
Yeah.
1 meter.
Who to beat this one? Still can't, maybe.
Has he pushed it?
I don't think he's up, Alan.
Has he pushed it? Yeah, I got that impression the moment he let it go.
Ran with it.
Yeah.
Came with it,
Yeah.
Alan.
Jace, it's 2 down. That might be in the way. 2/3. That's good also, yeah.
Well, he's got 3 and 4, Alan, so I can't see why not. I think that shot's very much on
Yeah.
in that port with a bit of weight. Nice.
Yep.
What a great shot, Jason Evans. Plays that shot so well.
This one's in and I think that one's out. So it's 2 shots, Jason.
2 shots.
I think the set's finished. Is that correct? The set. Yeah.
Shaun Thomas
Yeah.
correctly pointing out that's the end of the set.
Yeah. No need to complete it if the opposition can't pick up the shots. So Jason and Shaun win the first set.
Just to remind our viewers, they were on a 11 in setter as opposed to the 9.
Another good line. All on weight.
Oh, he's played a corker.
Great
What a
shot.
great shot.
Great start there.
Bit of a pose after he left it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That one, yeah, I don't mind.
Poser.
Poser.
Tennis
Puts Warren
liking
on
the
his
line.
backhand.
Yeah, Tennis likes the line. Has he got the weight? Run it out. What are it?
Close. Runs close. Great effort.
Great effort. Warren, good stuff.
Jason might just...
Paul Sajat will turn his bowl a couple of times. Strokes it away on his backhand. Got to be close.
No, he likes it. Is he up?
Not quite, eh? Warren playing a positive shot here. Yeah, I think he was going to find it very difficult to get back to the jack with that weight, unless he was looking for that set up front, which is not really a great set because they're a couple of bowls apart.
Just to remind viewers that Warren Steyn was the runner-up in the 2023 singles, and he went off to play in the Scottish International.
Okay, Greg, the ends are wrong on the TV. I was confused for a while. Well, that first set is over, so hang in there for the second set, Greg. We'll try not to get the ends wrong, if they were.
In the area, mate.
Not a bad ball. Finished well.
That side will chop and line.
Yeah, I'll have a check with Cole to see if we can actually enlarge the on the screen the ends, the amount of ends that are played, which at the moment,
Yeah, 0-0.
yeah, but they were talking about the ends.
Yeah, the ends are there.
They're there, okay.
Yeah, they're small, L.
All right. I think try and watch it on your TV and not on your phone, Brett.
This is better.
He likes it.
Yeah, great.
Talk
ball,
to me, Jason. It's played a cracker.
Hey?
Yeah. There goes Ron Bester. The South African version, rather.
Wide.
Oh, how wide.
gee
Oh!
whiz.
Andre almost got taken out there.
Can we have our jack back, please?
If it's in one piece, Al. He hasn't got the shot out of it.
6.
6. Grouchy's the funny part of it.
Yeah.
What a hard smack. He really gives it a Al.
How long would it take when we got a comment from Donnie Pickers?
Yes, Donnie, thanks for that comment. I tend to agree with you, and it's surely something we'll take up with our tournament director, Bresla van Skoor. Thanks for that, Don.
Yeah, I think, sorry, Greg, I think you might be getting confused with the fact that they're showing 11 ends there. That doesn't mean the ends they played. It means how many ends are in the set. No, it's not. Current end number 2.
You float it in there, mate. If you want to, you stay there, don't mind.
Okay, Greg says sorted. Thanks for that, mate. You had me a bit confused there. As I say, I haven't been looking at the monitor because with the lights, it's very difficult to pick it up. I prefer to watch the bowls on the rink.
Right, Paul. Well done.
Thanks, Joy. Thanks for those kind comments. And many thanks to your Durbanville members. Absolutely. That falls into that same category that I was talking about early on about getting spectators down here, Joy. I mean, the mere fact that the Durbanville members have got to give up the club and hand it over to the PBA so that we can run this competition. And I think your members deserve all the compliments, and thanks very much for allowing us to do that.
Happy get, Shaun. Get back to centre. That's good. Well done. Well done.
Just a fraction quick.
One toucher.
Oh, he's looking here.
He's going to hold.
He's pretty close here, Alan. Oh, he's played a curler. What a great
Yeah,
shot.
yeah, well, you heard it from Shaun there. He said, draw me a front toucher, and Jason did exactly that. Don't you love it when they listen, Shaun?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
look
hunting.
at this one. Look at this
Needs
one.
a piece of the jack.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's a ripper.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when Shaun said he wanted a front toucher, I mean, he wanted a touching. He didn't want that gap.
Absolutely, Alan.
I mean, my ball onto yours, I can't, unless, I don't see a draw easily. I think it's ball onto ball or something. Yeah. Correct. Perfect.
Jason's come down, he's had a look at the head, and Shaun has given an indication of what he thinks the shot should be. And Jason agrees, and he walks back to the mat. He's going to play his forehand and try and promote his own bowl onto the shot bowl. Let's see what happens. Can he hold on that line?
Need to get a little lucky. Okay.
Oh.
Good effort. A little feather.
Yeah.
Mr. Bolt sees a little feather.
Yeah.
All we needed, well,
He needed a whole chicken there, I think.
Spectators been treated here to top class bowls. Alan, and what a privilege to have a champion like Jason Evans playing on our greens here at Durbanville.
Yeah. Yeah, and as much as I appreciate the fact that we've got Jason here, I mean, I appreciate the fact we've got every one of these players on this rink. They're all quality players.
Absolutely, Alan.
And whoever goes through to play at the Potters, I think they're going to do us proud.
What comes to my mind is how Mr. Bowles would love to be playing at Potters, walking up to Alex Marshall and introducing himself.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That could be interesting.
I can almost imagine when Alex Marshall introduces himself, Shaun will say, Alex who?
Yes. And maybe, it won't surprise me if Alex says, Steyn, I've heard quite a bit about you.
Yes.
Are you the
The
Mr.
Alex
Bowles?
Marshall.
Rain coming down pretty hard now, Alan.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This is very unusual.
Piece of the jack, he's
Oh,
got it.
Old Warren. Very good.
Off blade was up.
I think whoever makes the two to the final here, I think what they'll bring to Potter's Resort is a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of excitement. I just found they're a little bit more subdued.
Yes.
I mean, I can recall there was an Australian qualifier, and I think he got excited over one bowl, and the commentator passed a comment about, getting a little bit...
Yeah, slow down, boy.
Yeah, overreacting here, mate, please. Keep it quiet, keep it down.
I agree, Alan.
That's why that BPL,
They
by
need
comparison,
I was about
the
to
words
say
out of
that
your mouth, man.
they need a bit of that PPL vibe going, perhaps. I know it's a slightly different audience.
It'll be lovely if we could somehow get a team into that BPL competition. Wow. I mean, if the standards is, and I'm sure it's not an option, but that would be wonderful to be able to see a team of South African players involved in.
Just to be there and to participate, the experience they'll gain under those conditions,
well,
that sort of
Jason.
quality bowls, that's massive.
Top class, mate.
Call the shot, Al. Maybe a bit of a run on the 4.
Fuzzy, get the edge of the ball, eh?
Yeah, I think that's, you've tipped it.
Yeah, he's lining up.
Got it.
There's cat in the background, the crowd loves it.
Do you notice how everybody behind there did move back? I don't think they're taking any chances with Thinus anymore. What is Jace going to do here? No, anything you do, I can do.
Oh,
better,
he's made 2.
Yeah. Don't come with those big booming drives. I'll show you how it's done. Well done, Jace.
What a reply from Jason Evans. Dean Riri wants to know, what is this Mr. Bowles thing? How much time have we got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean?
Yeah, I think you've got to be a larger-than-life character. And that's exactly what Shaun is.
Good throw, mate.
Hansie later gaan ask the questions, do the players that qualify actually get to practice on an indoor rink? The Potter's carpet seems to be something very different to play on. You're quite right, it's very different, and what we've experienced over the last year or two is that even the Potter's indoor rink has changed, mainly due to the replacement of the underlay, I believe, Alan.
Yeah.
We have an indoor facility. Just looking at Shaun's bowl here. Oh, he's played a perler.
Well played, Shaun.
Hansie, we do have an indoor facility at the Midstream Bowls Club. It's a carpet surface. It's obviously very different to the one at Potter's, but at least it gives the players an opportunity to roll on a carpet as opposed to actual grass. So with events like our World Under 25, we did some preparation for our youngsters leading up to last year's World Under 25. So they had about 7 or 8 sessions at Midstream, which obviously helps us tremendously. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Let's stand on the ring.
Oh, well bowled, Mr. Bowles. Well bowled, Shaun. Yeah, that's one we've been asking and posing all the time, hasn't it, Johan? That going from an outdoor surface here in South Africa to that indoor, you know, how do we adapt to it? You know, it's ongoing.
Body!
Well
What a great
played.
shot. Jazza.
As Donny would say, well played.
Mate, just to get back also to that question, what actually happened this year at Potter's Resort at the World Indoor, our players, our qualifiers, roughly got about 7 to 8 sessions, Alan, of a half an hour each. And obviously, if you may remain in the competition for a round or 2 or even 3, like Colleen Picketh did, with your extended stay, you have more, obviously, possibilities to roll on that carpet. They do the practice times are booked as per the players' schedule. Something else they have introduced apparently at Potter's, they actually close that rink at a certain time at night and open it up at a certain time in the morning. I think it's 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of chat from individuals that have been there, and some of it's negative, and it's almost like, you know, what's the point? What chance have we got? But I think you've got to look at it from a positive aspect. I mean, we're going through the process here of getting a qualifier. Hopefully, in days to come, we'll get 2 qualifiers, and the more people we send
From
out
your
there,
mouth to God's ears, Alan.
yeah, from you know, from.
Oh,
You know, everybody that's been there, even if it's just for the one game, and I know they've spoken about qualifiers playing in a pre-tournament competition to give them a little bit more of a feel on that rink. But I think that rink goes up very, very late. It's just before the
a
event.
couple of days, Alan,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But from those that have been there, they tell me the experience is second to none.
Just a bit of more info regarding that indoor rink at Potter's. It's actually a portable rink of about 7 meters wide. It gets placed. It's a wooden structure that is laser leveled, and it's actually placed in an indoor bowling facility, obviously with seats on both sides. So once the wooden structure is put together, it's followed with a rubber underlay, and then there's a company called Dale Sport Surfaces that puts down a polypropylene woven carpet down. It's in width of about 5 meters, so you're playing across the seams,
Okay, yeah,
from one end to the other,
Yeah.
as opposed to along the seams.
yeah.
And the colour's blue, which makes it quite spectacular. And that's more of a powder blue, Alan. It's not the cobalt blue.
Yeah, Greg, Thinus does give it a good go. I mean, we've seen the Jack hit the top of the gazebo just now. And on his next drive, everybody behind that Jack scattered. So, yeah, he really gives it a full go.
Hansi's asked the question, Colleen had a good run this year at Potter's. Can you imagine we can get someone to dethrone the great Jason Banks?
Wow.
Yeah, the way he's playing, it's really going to take somebody special.
Yeah, it's one of those small steps. But that's what we've got to hope for.
No, Alan, I think you'll agree with me. Nothing's impossible.
No, definitely not.
Oh, he's ending well here.
He stays.
Oh,
Yeah, Johan, I know you would have watched a hell of a lot of the competition played on at Potter's Resort, and I've watched it from time to time. Now, we've spoken about the type of bowls that you use, and we all thought you'd go there. Well, the obvious thing is you think it's running 17 seconds, you need a tighter line bowl. They don't do it. And they obviously, you can see by just the way they play on those greens, they're so comfortable on them. There he goes.
There's another big smack. Oof. That almost took Shaun's knee off. Yeah, it was very evident this year, Alan, that the top-seeded players opted for the slightly stronger bias bowl. The professional plus, the Tiger bowl, just opted for that slightly wider bowl. Surface was playing slightly slower this year and a little tighter. And another interesting observation is that when you slightly on that inside line, that indoor rink, I speak under correction, it's slightly slower to the outside line. And therefore the preference to the stronger bias bowl.
Yeah. And that you could pick up from the commentary, you know, that people were getting obviously feedback from the players, and you know, you think on an indoor surface, I mean, who could be that critical of it, but they were. Another drive. No, back on the draw. Over the draw.
Stalking it. Is he?
Top class.
Shaun indicating to Jason
Confident.
the shot.
He nearly took his shoulder out when he hit it there.
Okay.
This bowl to take a possible lead from Jason Evans.
Giving it every chance.
Oh, he's close. Doesn't want to touch on the jack. Great bowl,
Yeah,
nevertheless.
yeah,
Right, it's 2 shots.
Yeah. Yeah, so they.
The boys from Morningside have taken a 4-3 lead on after 5.
You see that comment from Bruce Opperman.
Johnny, steady up now. Okay, good
He's
start.
quite right.
Well done.
Well, I think. Let's go. Off.
Okay, mate. Small
He's
correction.
quite right.
Just
He's
try to keep your
Shaun is
last
well
ball.
read regarding any matters, all matters on bowls, both here in South Africa and on the world circuit. He's
Line
really
is good.
getting it away so nicely.
Beautiful.
Hang around. Run hard on that line.
Oh, his weight's good, I think. Yeah.
We've got a chance here, Phil.
Two good bowls from Shaun, making the two boys in red work hard for their shots,
Run on that line now.
not making it easy. Yeah, he's warring up.
That's second.
Second shot. Yeah, I've just got a request from Archie Taggart to repeat that prize money. Want to run through that again? Other than to say it's a lot.
Yeah, I'll just go through it quickly. The prize money in the pairs, including air tickets, that's got to come out of it, is 90,000 rand for the pairs. The two players, the runner-up is 10,000 rand to the two players. The singles, depending on sets, minimum of 54,000 and a max of 60,000 rand. And on top of that, obviously, money to be collected at the Potter's Resort.
Sorry, Jason just drew the shot. Line 2 now.
That'll help you.
And then the runner-up in the singles will collect a maximum of 50, again depending on sets, and a minimum of 42.
Oh, well
He's played a great shot.
well played.
And then there's an additional prize money of 15,000 to the player of the tournament, and that's based on
Pairs and singles.
single points gathered, collected throughout the tournament. What a wonderful sponsorship
Fair trade.
from Fairtree Investments and our co-sponsor Aero Bowls. Thanks, Jerry Baker.
Hey, it's a good effort, huh?
It's a ball behind.
Very good effort.
You're on the way.
This ball, if he gets it in, could mean that they take back the lead. Is he going to come back from there? Yeah. Warren is actually trying to
He's got the weight, Alan.
kick it, Warren. One shot.
Anyway, that's a great shot that Thinus played. You
Very
know,
good. Yeah.
lift his team, lift his confidence.
Keep them in the game. Got to win the set.
So they locked in at 4 all after 6 ends. Matt goes up.
Yeah, Hansi, you obviously watch quite a bit, and the players were commenting about the one hand at Potter's being dodgy. I nearly said Dodgers. I must put my teeth back in again.
I don't entirely agree with that.
Okay.
I saw players of all sort of, from the Marshalls to the Nicky Bretts, play both hands without too much problems.
Hansi might just mean that from the commentator's point of view, and I listened and I watched quite a bit of it, and there were a few comments about the hand, and the players will opt for one side rather than the other. And Scotty D, could they not consider playing round robin section at Potters? It's a long way to go for one game. Yeah, we've spoken about that infinitum. That's the beauty of this competition, Scotty, is that the players can come down here and they play within a section, and they get a minimum of 3 games of singles and 3 games of pairs. And it doesn't necessarily mean if you lose your first game, you're out.
Alan, just to get back to that drink at Potter, sorry, and I don't want to hop on it. I think a bigger challenge, perhaps to the players and certainly the qualifiers, is not so much the 2 hands, it's the change in weight as the day progresses, and the temperature and the people coming in and out, and the air conditioning, the TV lights, etc., etc. Because it does change, there's no doubt. You could have a nice session before the game commences at the resort, and by the time you actually get onto the rink and the crowds come in, it can change drastically.
I believe so.
Yep.
That's what I've heard. You've had the good fortune to have been there.
Many years ago, Al. Well,
Another good ball. Great ball.
he's
Shaun.
played 2 great bowls. Exactly what his skip would want at this stage of the game. We're getting down to the business end of the set and the game. And how's Thinus going to respond? I think he'll be on the forehand, Alan, obviously, just a nice positive draw onto the bowl.
Let's see what he does.
Can he get that little kick? Yes, he can. What a great ball.
Thinus.
He's played 2 quarters. Previous end and now. It's Showing lovely BMT, Alan.
Yeah, and all four of them are coming up with shots. He skips big shots at the right time.
There's no doubt he's very determined. I think he's still hurting from last year, losing that possibility to go to Potters after losing in the final to our boys from Boland. How's the champion going to respond?
Very
Is
aggressive.
at it.
Too wide? Yeah, too wide.
Alan, that hand.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't blame the hand. It's just wide out of the hand.
Yeah, it was.
Right, Thinus has got all to play for. He's got those bowls of Shaun on the professional side of the jack. Draw another, sit the bowl.
Come back. Comes back, he's good. Get back.
He's got fair weight here. Oh,
Yeah,
what a
well
great
played.
bowl.
Like Shaun says that if Jason can get a burn there, they'll respot it and he'd score. Close. Gets the edge.
Just a half a bowl wide, Alan.
Yeah,
Right, a valuable
One shot.
two.
2 shots.
Scotty D asking the question if they can't play round robin sections at Potters. Yes, Scotty, that would be preferable, but obviously due to certain constraints they have at Potters Resort regarding accommodation, cost, etc., etc., it does pose a bit of a problem. We start from Gaza. However, jack high bowl at this level is not always ideal.
Hold. Well played. Well done, mate. Well done, Shaun. Very good. Yeah, that's the shot. So it's either side.
One down, boys from Morningside, but there's lots of room for Shaun.
There you go there, mate. That's it. Beat that ball. You close. Hey.
Let's see how close Thinus can get to. His confidence is up. Oh, and he's played a corker. 10 inches off the jack. That's a great bowl. It's got onto that centre line. likes it. What a magnificent bowl, Jason Evans.
Great shot.
I think with the score at 6-4, Thinus might just be happy with a draw, get another bowl close. They're up 6-4. Doesn't want anything too fancy at this stage. Playing a controlled sort of a running shot. I think he's made it 2. That'll peel the set at 6-all after 8. What a great bowl from Jason. Once he later gaan, is asked if it's still raining. You can't see it on the coverage. Once the good news is no, it's not. The wind has died down, so the conditions are absolutely perfect.
I asked you, that's why I'm not sure.
Shaun Waters, Thinus, jou doring. Yeah, he's certainly playing like a doring. Welcome back, Alan.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Did you see that comment from Dean? With the amount of bowls these guys play, do they work?
Oh, I suppose some more than others. But to answer that perfectly accurately, unlike some of the top players in the world, and certainly the group from Malaysia, the internationals from Malaysia, they're full-time professionals.
100%.
We aren't.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a question of how much time you can
yeah, it's exactly
steal
the answer I would have given. You know,
on
I
the
think
day,
we're
and
at a huge disadvantage in a way because a lot of those guys are professionals, aren't they? So,
and I think it's fair to say that most of these top players probably practice 3 to 4 times a week, hour and a half. All of them have got their different preferences of how they practice. It's a great bowl, Shaun.
Bevan, the bowls is very uitstekend.
Needless to say also, Alan, you know, you can quickly ascertain based on rhythm and how the bowl leaves your hand what sort of time you've put in, if you undercooked or in tune with your game.
Yeah.
It's a great effort, Warren.
Yeah, to reach this level, I mean, there's no ways you can do it just from bowling Saturday to Saturday or Sunday to Saturday. They've got to put in the hours. So it takes it's a commitment. And the commitment that they put in, whatever they get out, they fully deserve.
Question from Ben Janelle. Has Thinus played Protea bowls? Yes, indeed he has. He's represented South Africa on numerous occasions, including the African states.
Yeah.
And a few other international events. Took a little break from serious bowls. He's back with a vengeance.
They're going to look at
Might
it.
be.
Yeah.
It's under the pump, yeah. Needs a big shot. Needs to get that line.
Got to miss the front poles. Gets around the
Perfectly.
front poles. Get
Is he gonna
around
get
the
that
front
kick?
poles.
Very unlucky.
Very unlucky.
Shaun will be putting his fingers on. Do a quick little measurement. Bob has indicated it's 1 and a measure.
Give me good news.
Shaun sort of calling 2 different shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
We have the right call to go on the backhand and not leave Thinus anything on the professional
Sure,
side,
sure.
Alan.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Is he
Just
going to
steering
get
it
back?
down,
He's close.
steering it down.
He's very close, Alan.
Yep. I can understand.
magnificent
yeah, I
effort,
understand
especially
the
on that hand.
frustration. Absolutely.
Line and length had to be absolutely perfect.
Two
Jason
shots.
indicating 2 shots. That's a big
Thank
2.
you, Jace. Yeah.
So,
And that just shows you that reaction from Thinus there, that clap of the hands, just shows you how important it is, and you know the actual how much he wants to be able to represent.
Alan, he looks
PBA.
exceptionally well focused.
Yeah.
Just to remind our viewers, it's an 11 ender. So they've got another 2 to go, and it's all anybody's game. They're certainly not out of it.
They're not out of it. They got they got a chance,
No, no, you're good.
and now
That's fine.
it's okay.
Well done.
You know, the way Thinus is playing,
Okay.
very much in
They
the
can do
chance
it.
here.
Absolutely. Had a fantastic tournament, Thinus. I mean, if you said again, he had a great inter-district competition, and from this performance, he's certainly back.
Line's not bad. Bend hard. Good starter. Well done.
Go, pal.
Now, Thinus needs Warren to give him a
Back
big,
toucher.
big opportunity. Give me a chance. Put it close. Give me a chance.
Down the hill.
Looks good.
Yeah, you're not far away.
Yeah, looks very good.
Front toucher now. Front toucher.
Set a back toucher, Warren. Gaza.
Good,
That would have
Casey.
been
Let's get it
exactly
close.
what Thinus wanted.
Weight is good.
Can work with that. Gives him a big chance.
Well, you know, again, it adds value to Shaun's first bowl.
Far away, mate.
He's got a good receiver.
Run hard. That's a very good second. Well done. Well done.
Your ball is a jack.
Widens their target slightly for
For
Jason.
Yeah. Another good one from Warren. Got that away nicely. Stroked it away. Let me see. Let's have a look.
Down the hill now.
Looking good again.
Down the hill now.
Looking so good again.
Needs another foot or so.
Drops in. Let's see what Bob says.
It's okay, but not great value.
I think at this
Well,
stage
I've been
you've got to take it. Bob
greedy.
says it's just one. One and a measure. Thanks, Bob.
Jason's had a look and he's indicated to Shaun that it's probably only 1. Right.
I think Jason indicated he was going to opt for the forehand. He's played that very well.
Just a word of encouragement from Warren to his skip Thinus. 2 and 2. That's all we need, pal.
Good call. Doesn't like it.
Very good effort. Very close.
Obviously, it's just disappeared everything.
Chasing it. Thinus is chasing it. Just going slightly under.
It is still 2. There wasn't any chain there.
Oh, okay. Certainly given it any chance on the line. Pushed it out there. It's coming back. Draws around it. He's magnificent.
Oh!
Falls in.
Oh, yeah, it's close to shot that second one.
What a great effort.
Oh, great shot. A little bit of a muted response from the crowd. I thought that was magnificent. Under the circumstances, they might have to take the one. Have they got any other options here, Johan, other than to take the one? I mean, you know, they can't afford to drop a one. Johan's just going to get up and maybe have a closer look.
Well, I don't think he's got too many options. He'll probably be on his forehand and try and turn Warren's bowl and hopefully fall sideways onto Jason's bowl for a second, but very unlikely.
It's got to be inch perfect.
Absolutely, Alan. Just gone a bit wide.
One shot, 7-6, 8-6, 8-7. Sorry, Jesus, get it right. Put your teeth in now.
So they'll be looking for a double.
They got a double. Yeah, one's not good enough. And you know what? There's more. We've got singles after this. Another game.
Yes, Alan. Really looking forward to, which I believe will be a great final. The way Matty played.
Yeah. There we go. It's up on your screen.
Wayne Roberts has been playing. Hopefully we'll be in for a very exciting game.
It's the plumber against the peri peri. Run it out.
Got a line.
Run to the
It's got a line. Has got to get back onto that jack.
Run to the jack.
What a great start.
Warren. Well, it's what you need going into the last end. Unfortunately, loose bowls at the moment don't help at all. What do you call? Just draw around it? Okay. Changing to this backhand. I would say don't be short.
Oh, more options there. You know, sit on his own bowl, slip the bowl. While I look for trouble on the forehand, it's
Don't be short.
he's played it well.
That's even
That's
better.
finished well.
It's very good.
He's put it down nicely.
Get past his front ball.
We'll get onto his own.
Nice.
He's just slipping it. Oops. A little pressure building here for the boys from Morningside. Boys from Morningside is obviously saying, what pressure? Jason's got 2 bowls, mate.
There's a question for you from Clinton Roots.
Hello, Clinton. Yes, it's the to answer your question, what is the Proteas' next main event? I'll answer you in a second.
I think if Thinus can get a little touch on this, hide it. He needs to.
What an outstanding
shot.
bowl.
Under the
Hasn't
pressure,
he just
great shot.
Played some outstanding,
Brilliant bowls.
magnificent bowls.
He's had a brilliant tournament, Thinus.
Yes, to get back to Clinton's question, yes, there's the World Cup that'll be held in Hong Kong later this year. It's sometime in November. And our entry will be 2 players per gender, as well as 2 disabled. It'll be played in Hong Kong, both outdoor and indoor, Clinton.
That's what Jason does, yeah. Jason likes it. He's calling it. Will it bend back? That's not a good result. Yeah. Jay's halfway down, said he's in the area. He was, and he just got the wrong result. Just turned the ball behind. He's made it more difficult for himself.
World Cup, Clinton, is a new event, and it'll be held every 2 years.
Yeah, I get the impression that Thinus was in 2 minds exactly what to do there, because they've got enough at the moment. You play another great bowl and you just fatten the target up a little bit, so maybe it was a little bit of a negative bowl.
Maybe a bowl in the eye would have been a better option, Alan.
Well, any other option than playing another good bowl and fattening it up. That's all I'm saying is...
Talk to me, Shaun.
Talk to me, Shaun.
Shaun.
Talk to me, Shaun. Talk to me, Shaun. Talk to me, Shaun.
What did I say? The boys from Morningside, don't ever discount Jason Evans. What a shot. What a shot. Look at that excitement.
Yeah. Jason and
Goosies.
Shaun are
What
off
a
to
magnificent
potters.
bowl.
Yeah, you've just got to, as opponents, you've just got to take your hat off and say, well bowled. What an exciting end. Talk to me, Shaun.
Potter's Resort, get yourself ready for Mr. Bowls.
Yep.
Right, Al?
Yeah,
That
I'll
was
hand over to you and you have a
very,
chat to
very
the boys. Thinus, second year. Thinus has been in the final, unfortunately come up short, Thinus and Warren. And this year they just such a tight game, and they've won it. At the moment, I'm just going to take a break and hand over to Jason, and he's going to do